자, 이번에 할 게임은 SCP 시크릿 파일즈라는 스팀 신작 게임이고요. 게임 가격은 15,500원입니다. 저번에 데모 버전으로 SCP-701에 대한 챕터를 진행했었는데 이번에 정식 출시를 했다고 합니다. 이 게임은 SCP에 대한 각각의 다른 에피소드로 나눠 있는 게임이라고 하네요. 그럼 바로 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. Go get it!
Jason Carter is a death row inmate. In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days.
지금
Upon completion of his work,
뭔가 시작된 건가?
he will be a free man. Jason Carter is now D503.
뭐야? 1일차. 뭐지? 나 왜 여기서 뭐야 이거? 이게 뭔데? 뭐야? 지금 뭔가 하나의 에피소드가 시작된 것 같은 느낌이다? 맞지? 일단 무슨 옷을 입었고 센서? 가야 되나? 뭘 감지하는 거지 이거? 엘리베이터잖아. 뭐야? 에?
D503 was given no clear instruction.
맞아.
of the
뭐 하는
task
거야,
to be
여기서?
completed. He must find them out for himself.
여기 어디야? 여기 무슨 레이더가 찍힌다. 감지되는데? 목표 쓰레기 줍기? 이게 내가 해야 할 일이야? 쓰레기 줍기는 뭐 브레이크도 가능하고 차에서 내릴 수도 있고요. 여기 일단 쓰레기 하나 있네. 이렇게 눌러서 파손된 휘발유통. 하하. 뭐 일단 열심히 저기 일 해보자. 여기서 일하면 나 풀어주는 거 아니야? 주인공 사형수인데? 새 삶을 주는 거 아님? 응? 근데 일 할만할 것 같은데? 그지? 나쁘지 않아. 파손된 바리게이트. 에이, 빌어먹을 세상. 응? 안돼. 안 된단 말이야. 녹슨 철관. 쓰레기 많이는 없다. 이제 2개만 더 주우면 될 것 같은데? 여기도 있네. 스탑. 멈춰. 파손된 드럼통. 소각로 가기? 안 돼. 장난하나. 이런 거 다 주워야지. 어떤 이벤트가 나올지도 모르는 건데. 이래서 이 젊은이들은 그냥 할당량만 채우고 바로 그냥 런하려고. 주인 의식이 있어야 될 거 아니야. 마음에 안 들어. 응? 폐타이어. 오케이. 좋아. 할당량 2배 했다. 2배 했어. 응? 여기가 소각로인가? 오케이. 멋있게 도착했습니다. 다 의도한 거고요. 됐어. 레버를 당겨 소각하십시오. 좋아. 만족스럽구만.
This was D503's
이게 첫날의 임무야?
first day of work.
개꿀이네. 그 다음에 자기
SCP protocol mandates that D503 now undergo a psychological
심리평가?
evaluation.
이건 뭐야? 심리 테스트 레벨 2를 진행하십시오. 당신의 현재 심리 상태를 평가합니다. 왼쪽 도형의 조각을 오른쪽으로 드래그하여 전체 사각 영역을 완성하십시오. 장난하나. 한 번에 맞춰주지. 오케이, 뭔 말인지 알았어. 뭔 말인지 알겠어. 여기도 올려주고, 그 다음에 perfect. 와우. 실험을 계속하십시오. 말하지 않아도 알아요. 와우. damn. 결과가 정확합니다. 랭킹 4위야? 이거 257번 마음에 안 들어. 저번부터 잘난 척 하더니 자꾸 랭킹 1위 찍네. 한번 코를 좀 납작하게 해줘야겠는데? 시스템이 계약 기간을 계산합니다. 29일 남은 건가? 밥 먹을 시간이다. 햄버거? 오, 괜찮네. 응? 일단 뭐 먹습니다. 배고프니까. 잘 시간인가? 자자.
This was the first day D503 psychological data was collected.
첫날이 끝났나
You're
봐.
probably wondering, how can this job
맞아.
earn freedom
사형수인데,
for a death row inmate?
흉악범 아니야 이거 주인공? 응?
Good afternoon, everyone.
이제
I'm Dr. Raymond Ham.
회의 시작했나 보네.
Welcome to today's training conference. Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457.
저
The
사형수가
desert you
SCP
saw just now is
7457인가?
SCP-7457.
사막이래 그게.
D503 is a volunteer.
사막이
who we invited to help us learn
SCP-7457이야?
more about this desert.
그 사막 자체가?
Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people
어떻게
went missing in
실종되는지
this
이제
area.
알아보기 위해서 이렇게
As a
실험하는
precaution,
거구나.
We have introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances. As everyone here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works. Before we get started, are there any
예, 저
questions?
질문 있습니다. 햄 박사님. 누구야?
Dr. Ham?
윌
I'm
뭐야?
Will Barton, Third Special Squad,
짜증나게
Site
왜
86.
내가 먼저 하려 했는데.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies, but only in terms of human anomalies.
맞아.
I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert.
어떻게 사막일 수가 있지?
How do we begin to make sense of this?
That's a good question, Will. All the unexplained phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies. Human anomalies, regional anomalies, artifact anomalies,
그렇군요.
and various other phenomena beyond our control. The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them? Okay.
예,
next
저요, 선생님.
Hello, Dr. Ham.
뭐야, 마크.
Harris,
마인크래프트
research
뭐야?
intern from Site 27.
다
In the video,
잘생겼네.
we saw
짜증나게.
D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with?
맞아, 이거 저도 궁금했어요.
Okay, Mark. What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it
무슨
or
규칙이지?
they have their own rules. Perhaps you'll understand what I mean once
이제
we
뭐
finish
보여주려나?
watching the video. Okay, let's move
아,
on.
박사님, 저도 질문. 8일차. 벌써
The
8일이
first
지났네.
week was fairly normal. However, there was an interesting occurrence
새로운
on the
움직임.
8th day.
다시 이제 근무하는 건데 뭔가 변화가 생기나 봐. 옷 입어주고 챙기고. 이 실험수는 30일이 지나면 풀릴 거라고 생각하겠지? 근데 왠지 실종될 듯.
Let's have a look at what happened.
좀 어둡네요. 밤인가? 자, 오늘도 일을 한번 시작해보자. 응? 3개만 주우면 되나? 레이더에 3개밖에 안 걸리네? 부식된 양철통. 오케이. 아, 느려. 아니, 스포츠카 주란 말이에요. 예? 좀 빠르게 가게. 아, 조심해야 돼. 응? 고장난 에어컨 실외기. 아니, 이런 게 여기 왜 있는 거야? 어? 이건가? 뭔가 이상하게 생겼는데? 아닌가? 뭐야? 뭐지? 이거 뭐야? 스파게티? 특이한 검은색 릴. 이게 뭐야? 이거 이제 막 태우면 뭐 되는 거 아니야? 그러게 190kg를 들었네 주인공. 오케이. 좋아. 특이한 검은색 릴.
D503 had completed his task.
뭐지?
However, he did not realize that he had already encountered his first
뭐야?
anomaly.
뭐야? 어떻게 되는 거지? 다시 들어왔어. 레벨 2. 삼각형에 들어간 사진 3장을 선택하세요. 아, 인간이 아닙니다 아니냐 이거? 삼각형. 확인. 계산 결과가 5인 사진 3장을 선택하세요. 5 1, 2, 3, 4 5 그리고 이제 1, 2, 3 이거구만? 오케이. Genius. 이번에 좀 빨랐다 생각하는데 257번이고 또 마음에 안 들어. 랭킹 또 4위네 나? 마음에 안 들어. 응? 하루 더 지났고요. 이번에 밥 안 먹나? 기분 나빠서 안 먹는 건가?
That night, D503's psychological data showed
변신하는 거
abnormal
아니야?
fluctuations. Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming.
무슨 꿈이지?
Unfortunately, though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
여기 어딜까? 바다? 해변? 뭐야, 자판기? 저거 뭐임? 햄박사님, 저도 궁금한 거 생겼어요.
Day marked a significant turning point. The start of SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we
예,
go
저
on?
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Spencer Jones from the Special Operations Department of Site
뭐야,
21.
스펜서는.
Hello, Spencer.
It's still unclear as to why D503
얘 왜 죽는
is
거예요?
all
저도
of
이거
this
궁금했어요.
trash. If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to SCP-7457,
예, 맞아요.
why not just leave him out in the desert? Why
동의합니다.
assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Okay. Our analysis has indicated
야, 8분 37초마다 새로운 쓰레기 만들어냈대.
produces a new cluster of trash
정확히 8분
every 8 minutes and
37초마다.
37 seconds. If waste collection is not done regularly, all that trash may soon flow into our world. It is worth noting, though, that the quantity of waste created here pales in comparison to the amount produced by humans. However, it still has the potential to become a significant problem in the future. By assigning these tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash. There is another reason, but we will get to that one later.
네네, 그럼 저
Is it not the case that the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of
맞아,
a minor
과잉
issue
대응하는 거
before
아닐까요?
the issue is fully understood?
오버하는 거 아닙니까, 한마디로?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation. Any oversight or underestimation
야,
of the
조심할
enemy
필요가 있다.
may result in disaster.
뭐 이런 거겠지.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good. Let's move on.
예, 선생님, 저
The effects of SCP-7457 on D503 became most obvious on day 15 of the
햄박사님, 근데 이 그 시선은 어떤
Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst, even for a death row inmate.
뭐지? 무슨 일이 생기는 거지? 저 뭐야? 센서?
D503 found a radar.
똑같은
that
레이더를
resembled
발견했다는데?
his own.
포켓 레이더. 뭐야?
However, D503 didn't seem to think much of it.
이제 착각하고 잘못 여기서 주운 걸 쓰는 거 아니야? 맞지? 그럴 수도 있을 것 같은데? 헷갈려가지고. 또 스파게티 나왔네? 근데 여기 뭔가 사람이 딱 들어있을 것 같은 사이즈야, 그치? 어? 뭔가 사람이 들어있을 것 같은 그런 사이즈가, 응? 좋았어.
Persistent adverse physiological reactions proved to be a challenge for D503. He still managed to complete his work on day 15.
과연 무슨 일이 생길까?
But then he encountered an incident.
뭐지?
A sandstorm.
이게 왜?
D503 walked in the sandstorm for a long time.
아, 길을 잃었나 보네?
Find his way back.
아, 움직일 수 있구나. 여기가 어디야? 젠장, 여기가 어디야? 아, 저기 뭐 보인다. 저기 가면 돼. 왠지 내가 볼 때 이 주인공 사형수도 스파게티 될 듯? 어? 실종자들이 스파게티로 변해서 나타나는 거 아님? 바닥에 이렇게 막 케이블인가? 얼른 가야 돼. 다 왔다 이제. 과연 무슨 일이?
D503 managed to find a site.
어?
just
다른
as he was
데였나 보다.
beginning to grow
맞지?
weak with exhaustion. A site he was not familiar with.
비슷하게 또 만들어낸 건가 이 사막이? 아까 그 레이더처럼? 어? 또 다른 뭔가 이런 거를 복제한 거 아님? 뭘까? 아, 공중전화 부스였구나. 뭐야? 라이? 라이라고 적혀있는데 라이? 누구 앉아있어. 확인하기. 얼굴이 예? 안에 비어있는데? 슈트 안에? 뭐야? 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 뭐야 그 케이블들은?
Have you ever experienced
저거 왜 자꾸 보여주는 거지?
a call from an unknown voice?
어? 뭐지?
Approximately 13 hours later,
13시간 후에 다시 돌아왔대.
D503 returned to site.
살아서 오긴 했네?
We immediately performed a psychological evaluation.
이제 뭐 안 되는 거 아니야, 잘? 뭐야, 노이즈 뭐야? 뭐야?
Major fluctuations can now be observed in D503's physiological data. The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling,
어...
we had to abort the mission.
아니 왜 빡쳤어 갑자기? 어? 열심히 버텼는데 이렇게 돼서 미친 건가? 어떻게? 당기기.
D503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control.
나가.
He has seen the test
이
results
빌어먹을. 깜짝아.
of D personnel were analyzed at SCP-7457. That's right. None of the level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave.
떠나기로 마음 먹은 건가 결국? 여기서 도망치기로? 차 타고? 그래 난 자유다. 엿 같은 세상. 어차피 풀어주지도 않을 거. 어디로든 가자. 나갈 수 있을까? 어떻게 된 거지? 에? 여기 뭐야? 뭔 건물들이 이렇게 빌딩들인데?
D503 heard the call.
여기 어디? 뭐야?
Humans often believe that their fate is in their own hands, that all choices come from their own free will. They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this world.
근데 무섭긴 할 듯.
Out there, in the unknown world, we are as insignificant as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
전화부스 저기 있다. 전화 한번 해보러 가자. 자꾸 머릿속에서 저 전화부스가 나왔었잖아, 주인공도. 전화 받아보고 싶은데 무슨 얘기 할까? 몸이 감기는데? 결국 여기로 이끌리게 되고 여기 와서 이렇게 스파게티 된 건가? 아 맞네, 여기 안에 사람이 들어있는 거였네. 그 다음 실험체가 실험수가 와가지고 또 이거 나 회수해가고 반복되는 거였네. 흥미롭군요, 박사님.
Days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged
레이더
to
찾았대.
D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying
아주 위험한
degrees of
사막이었구만.
psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations. So far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed.
그럼 털끝 하나 다치고 돌아온 사람 있었나요,
Foundation
박사님?
has tested 31 level D personnel in an area spanning 2,267 square miles.
31명이
Our testing
사라졌나
continues.
보네.
Remember this.
예,
It is the most important
말씀하십시오.
advice you will receive. Do not take risks. You will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run.
그럼 여기서 이러면 안 되는 거
Because
아니야
that's
이거?
the only thing you can do. God won't protect you here.
아니 SCP 여기에서 근무하는 사람들이
Welcome to the Foundation, rookies. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham, and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world.
다른 이야기
Some
시작되나 보다.
are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story
동화책을
takes
읽어주네?
place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel. One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others,
뭐냐 이
Mrs.
분위기?
Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
Mr. Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice
피리
your
연습하래.
penny whistle. I hope you'll practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
뭐야?
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
뭔데 이거? 이게 뭐야? 아, 뭔데 이거? 아니 갑자기 리듬 게임 뭐야? 어?
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
움직일 수 있네? 오. 여기서 소리 난 건가? 뭐지?
It was a mousetrap, and there was
얘도
a red
SCP긴 해.
origami paper dragon inside of it.
그 종이 예전에
Daniel
봤었어 SCP
carefully
게임 했을
removed
때.
it.
어떤 박스니까 종이
It was marvelous
용 막
and
날아다니던데.
beautiful. The only problem was part of its wing was damaged. But Daniel found a way to repair it.
이건 뭐야? 아이템을 선택하여 종이 용 복원하기. 뭘 원하는데? 자, 그 다음에 된 거야?
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below. He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo!
빨리 뭔가
Dragon! Soar!
그거 빨리 보여줘. 용한테 잡아 먹히나 이제?
In the
Huh?
warm afternoon sun,
용의 배신 때리나?
Daniel had to fight his
용의
eyelids
브레스로 막 피부가
just to
점점
keep them
녹아내리나?
open.
응? 자극적인 거 가져와 빨리.
Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us,
이게
they
뭘까?
are all inactive.
뭔 얘기지? 지진?
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
이거 용으로 접어줘야 되나?
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
이리 와 어디 있어? 뒤졌다. 잡으면 그만이? 아니 개잘 도망가네? 이거 뭐 방법 뭐야?
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly terrible sparks erupted from
역시
it.
이제 뭐 나온다. 큰 거 온다.
Before his very eyes, the paper ball began to grow
뭐야?
bigger and bigger. At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared.
안돼 너 그거 왜 가져가?
The red figure
안돼.
quickly subdued the paper ball
봐야
and threw it into
된다고.
a cardboard box.
은혜를 이딴 식으로 갚아?
Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
꺼져.
I wasn't dreaming.
너 때문에 못
Thank you
봤잖아.
for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea. He took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
아 아니 왜 피리를 아니 느닷없네 이 친구도 이거 어? 용이 기억을 못하니까 피리를 불면서 이제 기억나게 해주는 건가?
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
뭐야? 뭐지?
The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me,
뭔 전개야 이거? 어?
a great thank you for playing.
동화책에서나 나올 법한 스토리 뭐냐고요, SCP.
How I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into
이것도
the
얼마 머지
cardboard
않아서
box.
또 나중에 보면 또
box
무서워서
closed shut,
뒷걸음질 치는 거 아니야? 또
and
피리
calm
불고?
silence was restored to the attic.
어?
Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
드래곤. 아 이렇게 해서 완성된 거구나 그 상자가. 이
The paper
SCP.
dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends.
그렇구나.
That's Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He doesn't like Rainy Day or Mrs. Carter. Only smoked sausages for his taste. And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why
그래,
don't
너
I
이제
just
피리라-
call you Penny?
아 그래.
I'll keep
그래, 그래.
practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together. in
행복하게
the
잘
attic.
살았다고 하네요,
Let's
여러분들.
play cat.
자, 물어와. 아, 뭐냐? 야, 가져와봐. 뭔데? 나 줘봐 그거. 나 던지려고 했는데, 야, 얘 왜 안 주냐 이거? 뭐 어쩌라는 거야? 아, 이제 주네. 자, 여기 있어야 던질 수 있는
But
거였구나.
just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
용이 뭐 도와주려나?
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped.
슬픈 이야기였네.
Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. he moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle, day in and day out.
아니구나. 다행이다.
As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother. One day, the box suddenly began to move.
뭐지?
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4.
감동적인
This time there
스토리구만.
were 4 paper dragons. But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls.
이게 실제 세상이랑 연관이
This
되는
time,
건가? 지진이랑 뭐
paper balls use new tactics.
연관이 있는 것 같은데?
They clump together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then,
그랜
the
드래곤!
paper dragons painfully started to fly.
힘을
It
내!
gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball. And then came another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper, and a silence
괜찮아.
pervaded.
두 마리 남았잖아.
Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic. Daniel saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
그래, 내가 치료해줄게. 왜 이렇게 기운이 없어, 얘들아? 응? 일로 와. 어이구, 괜찮니? 응? 잘 살아. 알았지?
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the
얘네들
box.
사실 속셈이 있던 거 아니냐, 이거? 어?
The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic.
이러고 세상 점령하는 거 아님?
Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
와, 용들 전부 이름 페니로 지으려고 이거. 어?
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
뭐냐 저거? 진짜 용인데?
The paper dragons merged into a long letter
고맙다,
and floated
친구야.
down towards Daniel to tell their story.
너 덕분에 행복했단다.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have
거인?
returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to
그
launch
방이라는
the
게
fight.
박스인가 보네, 맞지?
Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last
연결되는 그런
entryway
통로인가 봐.
to your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A
분명
few
돌아온다
days
이제
later,
나중에.
Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well.
이거 완전 필히 1타 강사 아니었냐, 쟤네들
The
그럼?
dragons never returned.
어? 가방에 넣기. 뭐지?
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive
어떻게 해요,
earthquake is
그럼?
hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box.
또 나왔어?
However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
졌나?
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
애들 이제 그만 싸우고 싶은데 안돼! 얘들아 더 싸워야 돼! 어? 계속 싸워! 얘들아! 얘들아 있어봐! 아직 멀었어! 어디? 빨리 지구를 구해라. 그래. 됐나? 팝콘이야. 뭐야 이거?
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move. Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box.
이제 뭐
and a
나온다.
violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger! Now with a magnitude
지금 클라이맥스까지 간 것 같은데 스토리?
Heaven Almighty! Are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragon struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly.
필살기가 남아 있었구만.
Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
흥미진진한데?
The earthquake is growing stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny.
펜이다 펜이.
It flew gently in front of Daniel. and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him
너
something.
왜 여기 누워 있냐?
Didn't
가서
quite
빨리
understand
처리해야지.
what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air
아,
with the
작별 인사
determination
같은
in its
거였네. 자기가 이제
Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison,
최후의 일격 같은 거
responding to the
날리려고.
call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps
아니, 한 마리는
of the
남겨두지.
paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
이거 오늘 이거 다 모아서 다시 붙였다가 뭐 끔찍한 괴물 되는 거 아니냐 이거? 어? 혼종되는 거 아님? 여기다. 아 이제 이거 절대 놓아줄 수 없어. 됐다.
Goodbye, my friend.
아 이제 얘도 지쳤다. 어? 이거 접으면 진짜 쓰레기다.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
이야기의 끝인가?
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform
나와 함께
a
날아줘.
penny whistle solo of a song titled "Fly with Me."
이거 그냥 SCP로 게임 내지 말고 종이용과 함께 뭐 이런 어? 다른 그냥 게임으로 냈어도 될 것 같은데? 어? Paper Dragons with me. 슬프다. 처음으로 삑살이 났네 이거. 잊지 못해 팬이야. 뭐야? 환각인가? 너네들이 지금 나오면 어떡해 그럼? 이목이 너네들한테 끌리잖아.
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still
이거
protecting
맞아
us
이거야. 이 박스.
somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
D6744. Please provide your identification code according to the mission letter.
또 다른 에피소드
Further
시작인가
20
봐요 지금.
blackbirds.
Tell me, Doc, when was the last time this rag on my head was washed?
D6744. According to the 7th edition of the Security Regulation Amendment, you must first provide your identification code. Otherwise, you will be executed.
헐 뭐야.
All right. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You're a real fan of these formalities. Everything's got to be right by the book with you. Oh, God. Fuck.
Mike Donald.
이제 뭔가 무서운 챕터인가?
Expert. Former leader of MTF UP2. Codename Spider. Now, level D personnel. Number 6744.
주인공 스펙 좋은 거 같은데 왜
What the hell you want me to do?
D6744.
실험치로 쓰이는 거지?
Do you know about the witch plan?
I've heard the name, that's all.
The plan is under the direct command of O5. Every last detail of the plan is protected by the strictest confidential terms.
So what?
D6744. What you're about to witness
오,
is
1급
top
비밀이래.
information
이거 뭐야?
of the Foundation.
The hell is going on?
A few hours ago, something went wrong with the witch plan experiment.
뭐
The
뇌같이
energy of
생겼어.
the human anomaly, SCP-239, is out of control and has begun diffusing outward, disintegrating everything it touches.
You guys seriously never cease to amaze me.
SCP-239 is now a ticking time bomb.
내가 이거 뭐
She can
막아야
go
되는
off
거야?
at any moment. D6744, I need you to enter the consciousness of SCP-239 to stop this bomb from exploding.
The neural key is fully charged and ready to enter
Hold
the
on,
target
wait, I'm not
consciousness
following you.
space.
Just-
Begin the program.
내 의견은 중요한 게 아니네.
What's
Begins to
happening?
link. Start with
D6744, we don't have much time left.
3, 2, size.
바로 보내버리네 그냥. 뭐야? 들어온 거 같은데? 뭐야? 뭔가 싹 지나갔어. 이제 큰 거 온다 진짜로. 종이 접기 끝났다.
Son of a bitch! Fuck you!
The situation is urgent. If you were still the way you used to be, you would have done the same.
Hello there?
뭐지?
Hey, wait!
기다려.
D6744, what did you see?
A little girl, but she ran away when she saw me.
That little girl is SCP-239.
쟤가 239번이야 SCP?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Help me.
뭔데?
The girl's consciousness is severely damaged. That probably explains her total loss of energy control.
Then how should we proceed?
여기 어디야?
I'll have to enter her preconscious. If there's a solution to this, it's gonna
여기
be in
뭔가
there.
분위기 있다. 응?
D6744, you really are the right person for this mission. D6744, I must remind you, SCP-239 is
아주
no
특별하고
ordinary
위험한
girl.
존재래.
She is uniquely dangerous.
여기 먼저 들어가는 거 같은데? 첫 번째 관문인가?
Yeah, I got it. I'm dangerous too, don't forget.
됐다. 오. 그래 이런 거지. 응?
Cry, Turkey, Eagle, 16, Eternal Blood,
뭔 소리야?
Hell is this place?
Red, Sleep, Stone Green, Touch, Move, Anxiety, Close Pain,
걸리면 안 되나?
Zeus, Rainstorm, Whisper, Butterfly,
이게 뭘까?
Activate, Wings, Fan, Passion, Fresh.
아니 하던 길 하던 거 계속 하세요.
Holy mother of...
어떻게? 도망가. 아! 저 뒤에서 빠른 것 같은데 쟤? 그림자가 보이는데 바로 뒤에 있어 지금. 스태미너 때문에 어쩔 수 없단 말이에요. 몇 마리야? 죽었네? 여기서 오른쪽이야. 여기서 오른쪽. 오케이. 여기서 왼쪽. 오케이. 제발. 됐다. 나왔어. 나 여긴가? 물건 되돌리기. 화면과 같이 모든 조각을 하나로 연결하십시오. 선은 교차할 수 없습니다. 조각은 중복 연결할 수 없습니다. 장난하나. 누가 뭔 말임? 이거구나.
I'm Dr. Pierce. We are now conducting ability control test number 125 of SCP-239. Okay, let us begin. First, set voltage strength to 30 kilovolts.
3만 볼트?
Power on. SCP-239. Move the target object to the designated location.
오.
Ability control test number 125 has failed.
The voltage intensity must be insufficient. I'll need a new test site, along with new equipment that can handle a greater voltage load.
이런 식으로 실험하니까 폭주한 거 아니야? 이게 뭐 생겼어? 뭐야 이거? 오르골의 한 부분인가 보다. 맞지? 하나 깼고요. 쉽다 쉬워. 응? 이제 이거 두 개만 더 모으면 돼.
Bird's Nest calling D6744. Do you copy?
Copy.
The energy of SCP-239 is still diffusing outward. What's your situation?
Situation's more complicated than I thought. I'm gonna need more time.
Be quick about it.
I got it. Quit rushing me.
열심히 하고 있단 말이야. 여기 뭐지?
Have you heard?
Heard what?
O5 is displeased with the slow progress of Dr. Pierce's experiments. They've appointed a new director to take over the project.
You sure it's not just a rumor? Today's morning session was chaired by Dr. Pierce.
It's true. Trust me. If I'm being honest, I don't really like Dr. Pierce. Something about him, just gives me the creeps.
그렇구만 얘들아.
He's coming. Stop.
뭔가 연출은 잘했네. 수신자 션 피어스 SCP 재단 인사부. 이거 좀 빡세네. 나에게 힌트를 줘. 그래. 이 녀석만 따라가면 되는 건가? 개쉬워. Genius.
How are the preparations for the experiment coming along?
Equipment's been checked. Everything is ready.
Good. Anything to be aware of?
Sam went to the counseling room after yesterday's experiment.
Give him an injection of amnestic agent and let Arthur take his place.
문 열어드릴까요? 아이디 카드 찾아야 되나 보네.
Try again. Set voltage strength
25만 볼트?
250 kilovolts.
Dr. Pierce, the heart rate of SCP-239 has now exceeded 160. Her physiological indicators are quickly approaching their limit. Perhaps we should consider pausing for a while.
Continue.
어떻게 되려나?
Pressurize. Set to 250 kilovolts. Go now. SCP-239. Pay close attention to my instructions. Crush that car in front of you.
오. 잘하네. 와우.
What's the meaning of this?
Sean Pierce.
Violet.
Long time, Sean. What's it been? 7 years?
I've got no time to play catch up with you. Not a great first impression you're leaving either. Barging into my lab and interfering with my experiments. According to Foundation security regulations, I could have you
둘이
detained.
사이가 안 좋나?
Still the same old temper. You haven't changed one bit, Sean. Well, if you want to talk business, then let's talk business. You should have a look at this first.
This is... No.
This is O5's mandate. Effective immediately. Which plan and all SCP-239
얘가 더
will be
이제
led by me.
신분이 높게 됐나 보네.
No! This is a mistake. It's not possible.
Don't take it personal, Sean. The simple fact is that the development
악수
of
받아줬어야지. 그러면은 어?
is moving too slow. They want a more ambitious approach. A new process, if you will.
A new process? What new process? Just what do you know about process? Please, Violet, enlighten me.
Sean, let us end our bickering with this. Victory comes to those who fight, and to those who last.
그 다음 뭘까? 실패. 청각은 마지막에 성공이라고 나와있네. 이거 못 지나가게 생겼는데? 이것도 하나의 파츠인가 보네. 내가 왔다. 239번. 응? 걱정 마. 이제 마지막
Bird's
하나인가?
Nest, do you copy?
Copy, loud and clear.
이거 뭐야?
Just what exactly is which plan?
That's not your concern. Focus on the mission at hand.
두 개 남은
Stop the spread
건가?
of energy diffusion
하나
released
더
by
있네, 뒤에.
SCP-239, and do it quick.
Yeah, sure.
이건 뭐야? 자, 알려주세요, 선생님. 뭐죠? 이번 거 왜 힌트 안 주냐? 힌트 왜 안 줌? 쉽다, 쉬워.
The storybooks and toys we ordered have arrived at C3 warehouse.
Good. How's the containment room remodeling coming along?
The bed and daily necessities are all in place. The demolition of the ARB potential development plan will be completed next.
Good and good. Now, how about a formal meeting with our little princess?
뭐지? 사원증 얻었다. 아, 여기로 내려가는 건가?
Hello there.
안녕하세요.
Hello there,
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh.
God damn it.
Monsters. Monsters. Scared. Scared.
When you feel scared, just close your eyes. Imagine something beautiful, and those terrible things will disappear.
Who are you?
My name is Violet Tattoo. You can just call me Violet. I will take care of you from now on. No one will hurt you ever again.
여기도 하나 더 있나?
Alright, that's it for today's bedtime story. We'll have a little test tomorrow. You need your rest.
Afraid. Sleep. Nightmares.
SCP-239, are you afraid of having nightmares again?
Yes. Afraid.
Just remember what I told you. When you feel scared, just close your eyes.
그래, 그냥 잘해.
Imagine your little friends in the stories all running out of their books to come play with you.
맞아, 저거 드래곤 꿈 꿔라. 드래곤 꿈. 어?
Get some sleep now. Remember to imagine those beautiful images.
Close eyes. Imagine. Imagine beautiful images. Long time ago.
이제 앵무새야?
There was a robin. It wanted a home of its own. But what should a home look like? Maybe someone ask other animals.
안녕, 거북아. 조정할 부분을 선택하세요. 맞아? 아, 이렇게 위치 크기 맞춰주는 거구나.
The robin needs an elephant. It says the house should have very strong floors. Strong enough to support my weight.
코끼리 완료.
Shakes his head.
얼룩말들이네.
The cheetah stops its hunting. It pulls back and whispers, "There should be beautiful spotted curtains to block out the harsh sun." The robin shakes its head again. The giraffe speak from way up high. The house should have a high roof, and plates should hang from the ceiling. The robin flaps its wings and flies away. The hippos let out a loud yawn. House should be built in a pool, so we can bathe anytime we sleep. The robin shakes off the water droplets and flies away.
앵무새 비행 통제. 이게 뭔 말이야? 아, 부딪히지 않고 이렇게 통과해야 되나 보네? 맞지? 왠지 죽고 싶지 않다. 죽으면 처음부터 돌아야 되는 거 아니야 또?
The robin flies to a small hill.
진짜 한참도 날았다. 어?
The lion says, "My home is vast and boundless, and the whole prairie is my home." The robin shakes its head and flies away. It flies and flies, and finally it lands on the back of a rhinoceros. The rhinoceros says, "Everyone travels with all sorts of strange questions inside, but after traveling far and long enough, the answer that everyone finds
is that the truth is not far, for it lays within our very hearts. Robin, what kind of home do you want?
The robin says the home I want is...
SCP-239, what are you doing? What's going on here? What's happening? SCP-239, we have to work and rest according to plan.
But
Alex, clear up the mess.
At once, Director.
SCP-239, this is all for your own good. You must be obedient and complete tomorrow's test.
이러니까 폭주한
After
거네.
that, I'll give you a gift.
A gift?
All right. Back to sleep now.
선물 안 준 거 아니야? 선물은 줘야지.
Their abilities are evolving more quickly than anticipated.
이게 뭐야?
Commissioning of the experimental site must be completed at once. The formal presentation is next week.
I'll see to it, Director. What shall we do with these creations of SCP-239?
Destroy them.
쟤가 창조한 것들이야? 이거 다 앵무새들인가? 뭐지?
A gift for me. Happy.
자기가 상상한 뭔가가 이제 실제로 나오는 것들인가?
Hey, you there? D6744 calling Bird's Nest. D6744 calling Bird's Nest.
어 뭐야?
What the hell are these guys up to?
응답이 없어.
Director Tattoo, the experimental site has been fully prepared. The report may begin at any time.
Excellent. If today's experiment goes smoothly, I will have full control over which plan. Go. Check again to be sure that everything is in place. There can be no omissions.
At once, Director.
어떻게 들려나?
Violet, hey. Violet. Violet.
야, 션 꺼져.
I've got to have a word with you.
프로젝트에서 빠졌으면 꺼져야지. 뭐
Dr. Pierce, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. We'll be presenting which plan's progress to the O5 Council shortly.
Right, yes, that's just it. Listen, SCP-239's abilities are greater than you could ever imagine. She is infinitely more powerful now than when she was born. Your experimental procedures lack the proper controls. Any mistake, no matter how minuscule, could have irreversible consequences.
Dr. Pierce, let us not forget that it was your previous missteps that caused us to miss the
근데 션도 쓰레기였잖아,
incubation
그치?
period for SCP-239.
감전시키면서 막 했는데.
If we don't cultivate her using
둘
mind
다 쓰레기
method,
같은데?
the window of opportunity will be closed for good.
But listen, if you go about it using your method, you will repeat the accident that happened 7 years ago. You do remember, don't you? Heisenberg, Freeman, Claire?
Enough, Sean. Don't you dare bring up their
뭔 일이
names.
있었나 보네.
Sean, the progress of civilization has always come with sacrifices. You don't get one without the other. To have the chance to harness the abilities of SCP-239, no price is too great.
Violet, you are playing with fire.
Dr. Pierce, it's time. I suggest you go to the first floor to get front row seats to civilization's next leap of progress.
Violet, listen to me! Violet!
꺼져. 이제 여기서 뭐 하나 보네.
I am Violet Tattoo, and this is the meteor test part 1. SCP-239, do you remember our friend here? The little robin with the pretty feathers? Can you make it come out and play with us?
오. 아, 좀 가까이서 보고 싶다. 어? 이것도 뭐 없나? 카메라 시점?
Good, SCP-239.
어.
Very well done. Alright, let's continue with part 2. Now we need to give the robin a home. A home?
능력 개쩐다.
A home. Just like in the storybook. The robin needs a tree to call home. So let's give him a big tree.
Robin, home. Not the tree.
SCP-239, you just need to listen and follow my orders. Come on now. Let's give our good friend the robin a big tree.
Home. Not tree.
SCP-239, I need you to
그냥 나무
follow
만들어줘
orders
하면
and make a
되는데
tree.
굳이 앵무새 나무 얘기하니까 어? 이러는 거지. 어? 그냥 우리 으리으리한 나무 하나 만들어 볼까? 나무 싹 만들면 되는데 굳이 뭐 또 뭐.
No pretty decorations. Back to that cold, ugly room. You don't want that, do you?
No. No.
Then make the goddamn tree for me. Everyone, no need to panic. This is all standard. SCP-239 will have a slight effect on the current when using her abilities. It's perfectly normal. Very well done, SCP-239. Good. Perfect.
너무 크게 만드는 거 아니냐 이거?
As you can well see, under my guidance, SCP-239's abilities grow more and more powerful each day. Over time, we will expand the experimental
뭔가 안 좋은 일이.
even more advancements. SCP-239, you can stop now. That's enough.
아이고.
Stop it, SCP-239. That's an order. Stop now.
폭주했나 보다. 폭주 맞지? 응, 션 집에 간 지 오래됐어. 그리고 션이 열어주겠냐? 어? 그냥 뒤지게 놔두고 자기가 또 프로젝트 이어서 받겠지?
Stop it, SCP-239. That's an order. Stop now. God have mercy. God damn it! Why won't it open?
응, 안 열어줘.
Sean? Sean! Sean! The backup door outside. Help me open it. Come on, quick!
Violet, I told you you were playing with fire.
Cut the bullshit and let me
절대
out.
안 열어주지.
She's lost her mind. What are you doing? Open it. Open the damn thing.
No. No, Violet. I can't.
What do you mean?
SCP-239 is out of control. Why would I open the gate?
What the fuck are you saying? Open it!
You're right, Violet. Victory comes to those who fight, and to those who last.
마음에 담아두고 있어.
Fucking crazy, Sean. This is not that. Open the fucking thing.
An accident of this magnitude. It's just what I need to prove myself.
Sean! Sean, don't think like that. We can work together. We'll do it your way. Your rules, your
응, 너 없으면 더
whatever
편해.
you want. Or we'll do. I know. I'll quit. I'll resign. Which plan is all yours?
I will use these learnings to improve the plan and equipment. I've never been so certain of success.
No, Sean. Let's not think like that. Let's talk things through.
You have proven invaluable, Violet. You will not die in vain.
No, Sean, no. No, no.
야, 빨리 가, 빨리 가, 빨리.
Fucking Sean.
이렇게 죽었나 보네. 응? 토투는. 이게 마지막 하나인 것 같은데?
I'm sorry.
아, 하나 더 있었지?
D6744. The energy output
아까
is
부를 땐
getting out of
대답
hand.
없다 어디가?
How much longer?
So this is the witch plan, huh? Are we anything more than tools to you?
It's not about that. This is about saving the world. Either you fix this, or we're all screwed.
That's what I'm doing.
Then move your ass and do it already.
어, 나 안
Yeah,
한다.
suck my nuts.
어?
Quitting the foundation was the best damn decision of my life.
이게 마지막인가? 하하, 이건 또 어떻게 풀어야 잘 풀었다고 소문이 나나. 아, 색깔끼리 있기? 아, 에에에에.
I now
아,
present to you
genius,
the ARB
genius.
Potential Development Device 2.0. This device is capable of not only better stimulating the potential of abnormal objects, but can also automatically turn on the respective electric field control, so long as the abnormal objects exceed the preset amplitude. This will ensure that the experiment is foolproof, with zero chance of runaway. The tragedy of Directed Tau 2
전
cannot be
신났네.
repeated.
응?
We must learn from our mistakes. We must not forget the enormous power of SCP-239. And we must treat security as a top priority. Otherwise, all of this will be for nothing. Do not forget the credence we live by. Secure, contain, protect.
저기 끝에 있는 사람 머리 스타일 좀 뭔가 낯익네. 응? 여기서 이제 뭐 해야 되지? 이거 다 똑같은 거 아니냐? 어, 여기 있다.
I'm sorry.
Hi, hello. It's okay. I just want to talk.
No. Stay away.
괜찮아, 괜찮아. 우리 세상을
What
어?
happened? It's not your fault.
우리 걸로 만들자. 아,
Shit.
근데 실제 이런 능력이 있는 꼬마가 있으면은 꼬드겨가지고 어? 세상의 지배자가 될 때. 응?
I am Dr. Sean Pierce. December 25th, 2005. 1630 hours. This is the first experiment of ARB Plan 2.0. SCP-239. We will repeat the previous tests first.
Experiment 1. Strength test. Pass rate of 95%.
Voltage strength 600 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Crush the car in front of you.
무슨 폐차장이야 뭐야? 어? 아니 이 능력 가지고 자꾸 아까부터 폐차.
Go on.
Experiment 2. Control test. Pass rate of 87%.
Voltage strength 700 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239.
fragments on the ground back together.
청소하는 거네? 된 건가?
Test completed. Pass.
We'll now begin the new test.
Experiment 3. Creation test.
성공률 데이터 없음. 창조 실험.
Indeterminate.
Voltage strength 800 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Reassemble this junk into a
야, 이거
truck.
어떻게 만드냐?
A real operational truck, not some fancy replica. Very well done.
아, 체크포인트 쉽지. 장난하나. 아하. 아, 미친 이거 뭐야? 아, 이걸 어떻게 해? 아, 안 된다고.
Dr. Pierce, our equipment can't handle that much current.
Damn it. I'm the one who's in charge of this experiment. 950 kilovolts. Now! Power on!
이제 될 듯 왠지. 체크포인트 좀 널널해지지 않았을까?
Whose eyes? Imagine.
뭐냐?
Beautiful images.
What the hell is this? Damn it! Stop trying to play violent tricks on me! I know how to deal with your useless imagination. Increase the voltage strength.
100만 볼트는 무슨 피카츄도 아니고.
Dr. Pierce, the current has breached the security threshold. If left to overload, the device could explode at any moment.
Get the hell out of here! Come on. This is for victory. Do not fail me.
아, 빡센데 이거 무조건 틀리겠는데? 거의 맞았는데. 억까 아니냐 이거? 거의 맞았는데? 뭔 소리야? 뭐야? 도망가면 그만해. 왔다. 오, 나이스. 이걸 찾네 한 번에. 마지막이다 이거. 해치웠나?
B6744. Nicely done.
Hold on.
The outflow of energy of SCP-239 has subsided and is now beginning to dissipate. We have regained control.
Just hold on.
Again, a job well done. The synapse is now ready to be disconnected.
Can you just hold the fuck on and listen for a damn change?
What's the matter?
The problem hasn't yet been solved. She's still lost deep in her mental anguish.
That's not our concern. The crisis has been averted. Innumerable lives have been saved. Your mission is complete.
My mission's not complete until she is stable.
Compassion in times of desperation.
하나 더 뭐 하려나?
To the destruction of yourself.
3 minutes. You owe me that much. For all this you owe me. I can enter her subconscious and fix this. 3 minutes.
Very well. I'll disconnect the synapse in 3 minutes. If you're not back,
그래도 시간 어버냈네.
I will show no compassion.
뭘까? 이러면 뭐 되나? 뭐냐 이거?
Team Honey Badger has entered the value anomaly
quickly approaching. Good. Proceed.
The amniotic fluid has broken. Send to delivery room 2.
하하, 잠깐만. 이거 겹치면 안 되는 거 아님? 아, 됐다. 나이스. 빨리 해야 돼.
What's going on? The needles on these readers are all over the place. I don't know, but my watch has stopped working too.
길이 없는데 길? 여기로 가야 되나? 여기다. 3분이 지나면 안 돼. 아! 아니 에바야.
Maternal dystocia, profuse bleeding. Send to operating room now.
아직 시간이 있다.
Value fluctuation increasing. T-body
아 깜짝 씨.
Heart rate 100. Blood pressure normal.
Hemostat.
target confirmed. Containment operations ready.
Excellent. Operation Witch Hunt commence.
이건 또 뭘까?
Congratulations, a lovely princess with beautiful blue eyes. Have you thought of a good name for her?
She is my little angel. Scp를.
시기로스?
Target SCP-239 has been contained.
SCP-239! 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 SCP-239!
그래 이제 이름 시기로스야? 이러면 이제
That's an order! SCP-239, that's an order! SCP-239, do as I say! SCP-239, do as I say! Come on, do it! Come on, do it! SCP-239! SCP-239! SCP-239!
Don't blame yourself.
자책하지 마. 너의 잘못이 아니란다. 어쩌면 넌 이 세상에 오지 말았어야 했어.
Close eyes. Imagine. Imagine. Beautiful. Images.
The robin says, the home I want,
뭔가
my home
해결된 건가?
is squishy all over, with shiny warm lights and no more cold steel. Filled all the way with beautiful star stickers and colorful lights everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere I go, they twinkle, twinkle like little eyes. So many good books, with the cutest animals inside. They only say nice things to me. They always want to chat with me. So many beautiful decorations. A soft bed.
넌 여기 왜 있냐?
Mountains of toys. I can play all day, anywhere I want. I'll have my favorite toy, a beautiful carousel. I'll ride and ride, and it will take me anywhere. There, I will not be yelled at. I will not be punished. I can sing as much as I like. I hope so much to live here forever. My home, Seguros' home.
무슨 이름이 약초 이름 같냐? 응?
My head.
Take a deep breath. Just some minor side effects from the force disconnection.
She's not coming back.
What?
In the end, she chose to shut off her subconscious. She'll sleep forever, like a plant.
Maybe that's for the best. Anyways, our primary concern is the incident report. It'll require some brainstorming.
Not my concern.
I'll arrange for someone to take you back. See you on the next mission.
Not in this lifetime.
이렇게 또 마지막에 뭐지? 떡밥? 아 이거 왜 해? 너 왜 해? 너 이거 왜 해? 못하는데 왜 해? 자꾸 왜 해? 응? 예? 너 못해 스타가 너 안 돼. 너 뭐 하는 거야 지금? 왜 해? 너 왜 해? 너 이거 왜 해? 응? 너가? 이 주제? 왜 해? 예? 그냥 하여가 어떻게 해서든 그냥 거기서 실수해서 날아가려고.